if you'll help me, by imagining yourself, okay, maybe shut your eyes for a second. Okay, shut your eyes and relax and imagine, okay, you're back in high school. That'd be further for some of us than others, okay. You're in high school and you got a boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, your significant other, and you've gone over to their house, or no, better yet, they've come over to your house. Your parents are gone. Okay, so you guys go in the bedroom, you shut the door, turn off the light. Okay, is everybody in the picture? Break out the picture. Okay, then all of a sudden, the door jerks open and the light flashes on, and there he stands, Dad. Like, you're caught in the act. Caught in the act. And that wasn't literally the story of my life, okay? You can open your eyes now. It wasn't literally the story of my life, but that was kind of what kept happening to me all along. There's a Bible verse that Jesus says this. He says, it's in John, it's easy to remember, John 10:10. He said, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came that you might have life and that it might be abundant. Which abundant means full, meaningful. Jesus says basically what? The thief comes to do three things: steal, kill, and destroy. And the thief, who's the thief? You know, Satan, Lucifer, the bad guy. The thief. Thief's not a bad word. Trying to steal from us what we should have. So the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came you might have life and have it more abundantly. So I grew up, or tried to grow up in Bartlesville. Anybody been to Bartlesville? Up north of here? Yeah, it's up about 40 miles up that way. It was the 60s, kind of the peace, love, pass the pot generation. You know, it was the I can't get no. I can't get no. I can't get satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. And I try and I try. Anyway, I was in a garage band. The name of our garage band was Undetermined Mud. Undetermined Mud. So, and yeah, we're kind of, you know, life was kind of bleak. We thought it was, you know, and we actually, I think we called it Epicurean time machine sometimes. So it was either, you know, one of those great, we played the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and Frank Zappa, the Mothers of Invention, that kind of stuff. One rocker asked the question, why should I be dying to live if I'm just living to die? Why should I be dying to live if I'm just living to die? And I kind of thought God was, I guess you'd call him a cosmic killjoy. Is this good to have the minions on my face? No. Thank you, sir. I didn't think it was. Okay. So God, I thought God was kind of a cosmic killjoy, and then he would look over and he'd say, Masa, no, don't have fun, don't do that. And he'd, oh, hey, cut that out, and for sure don't do that. Okay? Elijah, you know, and Ron, you better not do it for darn sure. In other words, he was up there just saying, don't have fun, don't have joy, that God was just kind of, you know, killing your joy, kind of. But what happened, by the age of 19, I'd kind of ended up killing my own joy, if you want to put it that way. So, let me give you a few quick caught in the act stories. Okay, I'm a freshman in high school, and I lived with my parents, of course. I had a couple of friends over. One guy ended up being a medical doctor, so we weren't just juvenile delinquents totally, okay? But there were 3 or 4 of us. We were sleeping upstairs. We weren't sleeping yet. My parents, we thought, were asleep. We were going to sneak out. I had one of my Explorer Scout high school buddies buy me the beer, so I had the beer in the closet. We were just going to go out and steal the car. I mean, not steal, borrow the car from our parents, you know, and drive around and have a good night. Well, so we got out. Half of us were out the door. I was going out the back door, and guess what? There's my mom. Charlie, what? Oh. So they sit us down, talk to us, you know, caught in the act. But I had run back and put the 6-pack of beer behind the dining room table. And so, you know, we were just sneaking out. So then we go up, we're getting ready to go to sleep. Then, Charlie, what's this beer? You know, so here I am, again, caught in the act. Again, what the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And my relationship with my parents I ended up leaving home. So that relationship was getting destroyed. But Jesus said, Charlie, are you ready yet? I love you. I want to give you abundant life. I went to a camp once. And I think my parents, I was in the garage band, I had a girlfriend they didn't like, so they said, we'll send this guy to Colorado, and maybe he'll straighten out. It was a dude ranch, ride horses, all that kind of stuff. So I'm up there, and they finally, the guys who ran the camp, I'd been there a month, they said, you need to get a haircut. I said, no, I don't. They said, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. Anyway, so I didn't go get a haircut. They said, well, we're going to take you in and get it anyway, or whatever. We put my parents on the phone from Oklahoma, and then I went back to my tent. On the way back, this friend of mine from another camp came driving up in his little bitty Honda 50. And he lived up in Wyoming, so I said, we're getting out of here, man. He just come to visit. So we jumped on the motorcycle, drove out, and we drove, on a little Honda 50, bang. And finally we burned the motor up just outside of Cheyenne, Wyoming, where he lived. We thumbed in, got in there that night. He lived in a place downstairs from his parents, and so we went in the back door quietly. I got on the top bunk, Paul was on the bottom bunk, and we'd been there, 5 minutes. His dad, hey, Paul, there's not a guy named Charlie Spears down there with you. Yeah, my mom, Miss Sherlock Holmes, had already found, this guy, he must have met him at the other camp. Let's see who would be close, and they triangulated it until, boom. It was way before cell phones. They didn't just find Charlie, it was that they found me. So again, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Let's see, another one. I was anyway, I ended up running away from home in my senior year of high school. And then they didn't like me, so the vice principal called me in and said, you're a bad influence. If I was a true radical, I would have been, the what do you call those guys, the Civil Liberties, American Civil Liberties Union. I would have gotten with them and fought this, but the vice president said, we want you to withdraw from school or I'm going to kick you out. This is my, the middle of my senior year. And you're going to lose all the credits and all that kind of stuff. So I said, well, and so I went around, withdrew, because that was my option. We just don't like you. Anyway, so I got kicked out of high school, barely graduated. It was kind of a summer school deal, if you don't take those credits again. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? But I came that you might have life. And it was like the Lord saying, Charlie, you kicked out of school. Are you ready yet? So I just kept running. When I got out of high school, barely with summer school, it was either Vietnam or Tahlequah. Vietnam or Tahlequah. In other words, you want to go get enlisted and go fight in Vietnam, or do you want to go stay in school and go to college at Northeastern State? So I thought, I'm going to go to Tahlequah. So anyway, so I went there, took a potluck roommate. Anybody had a potluck roommate? You just don't know, who you're going to get. You just come to school and they put you with somebody. Anybody have that? Ma said no. That's not a coincidence. Anyway, so anyway, I get this potluck. His name's Bill, and the first day, I'm a freshman. He's a senior. And it's interesting he didn't have another roommate by then. He took a potluck. So he takes me to the bar. We start drinking tomato beers. It's tomato juice and beer. So I start drinking a bunch of those, playing pool. And I probably should have noticed, but when we got to the parking lot, Bill's friend was like a Gallo wine distributor. So this guy was taking Gallo wine out of his trunk and putting it in my new roommate's trunk, like 4 gallons of, just complimentary wine. So we got back, we're drinking wine, I'm going out of my head, beer and wine don't mix, whatever. And I keep looking over at my friend saying, hey, dude, don't let me forget I'm driving. And I drive, dude, don't let me forget I'm driving. I just kept, dude, don't let me forget I'm driving. And so we drove in, we're sitting out front of this recreation center, a pool hall, in Bartlesville, in the mall, or at the mall. We're just sitting out there in the car. And it's a nice night, and all of a sudden I hear somebody say, son, and I look up, and there's a cop right there at my window. I got dope between the seats. It's this almost caught in the act kind of deal. And he says, son, what's that say over there? And I look over, and all I can see is J.C. Penney? And he's like, no, son, along the curb. And I'm like, no parking? And he says, this is not a parking zone. You're going to have to move along. And so I'm like, thank you, sir. But talk about almost caught in the act. My life could have been on a incarcerated track. I could have been in jail in Bartlesville, they would have loved to make an example out of me. But it was, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came you might have life and have it more abundantly. So I'm in my garage band. So can you close your eyes with me one more time and imagine? So close your eyes and imagine yourself in a garage band, okay? Let's say you play bass. So you're in the garage and you're practicing with your buddies and you're playing, you know, Quicksilver Messenger Service song, Who Do You Love? Who do you love? And you're like, and then you kind of get tired of it, and so you think, I'm going to go outside and clear my head. So you walk out to the end of the driveway, and it's in the summer, it's August, kind of a warm night, and then you stop and you look up above you, and what do you see? Stars, the universe. And you're saying, man, what is beyond all that? Where's an end? And you haven't taken physics yet, so you think, well, there's something out there at the end, but what's beyond that? And you're just like, wow, that's big. And then you hear God say, hey, I love you, and I want you to know that you're worshiping all these things, the funny-looking cigarettes, the LSD, the music. You're worshiping everything that was made, the creation, instead of the creator. And you say, okay, Lord, and then you quit saying no. So you can open your eyes, but the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came, Jesus said, that you might have life and have it more abundantly. One song I want to read you. It's a guy named Bruce Coburn, who's a folk. Anybody heard of Bruce Coburn? He's a folk singer in Canada. There we go, Zane, the musician. And you can think about this when you're looking at the stars. Lord of the star fields, ancient of days, universe maker. Here's a song in your praise. Wings of the storm cloud, beginning and end. You make my heart beat like a banner in the wind. And then it ends saying, O love that fires the sun, a love that fires the sun, keep me burning. So I would just say, hey, that's what happened to me. The rest of the story we can talk about some other time, about all the beautiful things he's done in my life and how wonderful it's been, you know. Doing a radio show in KMOD for 30 years, having a wonderful wife for 40 years, and still going, and having grandkids on the way, and getting to work at a place like this and get to know all these people that come through here. It's a beautiful thing. But I just want you to know that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And I was experiencing that, and it wasn't very abundant. But I came, Jesus said, that you could have life and have it more abundantly.